the power is in the hands of the artist. In my opinion, it has always been, and it will always be.
Yeah.
What's the fascination with some of the artists destroying their career by signing the wrong deal, right?
Yeah.
Not reading the paperwork, or having greed come into it, or just really being so fascinated about label?
I think some people genuinely just want to be famous. I think people think, oh, if I get on a label, I'm going to be famous. That's a myth. It's not going to help. It's not going to make you happy. It's not going to.
You know, it's the other way around right now.
But if you don't,
if you don't
want the label, you have to learn the business.
Assalamu alaikum everybody, peace and love and blessings, and welcome to the Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival 2025 podcast. My name is Hassan, people call me Big Hass. I'm a human being that believes in good, authentic art, and it's an honor to welcome Music Travel Love. We're going to say peace, guys.
Peace.
How are you?
Great, man. Great to be here.
So off the top, we just finished an amazing conversation on stage at the Creative Stage right here at SEF 2025. What's your first thoughts?
I mean, this is a wonderful event. I think my first impression was, this is amazing. They put this together. It's unbelievable. The buildings, they've actually built buildings for this thing. But it's amazing. Anytime, you get a group of people that are big thinking people that want to do something and change the world somehow, I think it's great to get them in a place and brainstorm and hear other ideas from different people. And, our line of work and what we do is really different than probably a lot of the people here, but I think what we focus on and how we build our business, it's the same as everybody else.
No, I was just going to say that based on the conversation, there's so many things that the entrepreneur who is starting his or her own idea could definitely benefit. You're talking about passion, persistent, not no validation from others. It's loving yourself. Music Travel Love, the idea started in 2018?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Take me through, we were talking that you were, what was the shift? Why did you want to start Music Travel Love? Given the fact that you were performing when you were like 4 or 5.
Yeah, we had been making music since we were 4 and 5, and we had been traveling the world. We kind of flew around the world 3 or 4 times with our other 2 brothers, did the whole label thing, and it was wonderful. We learned a lot, and we learned a lot of what we wanted and what we didn't want. I think that was the great thing of actually having that experience, was that we were able to sort of experience those things and kind of go, that's probably not what we want anymore. We've dealt with it, we've done it. And I think for us, when you invite people into your life, you really have to know that what you're getting yourself into and what you're committing yourself to, and how much joy is that going to bring you versus how much pain is that going to bring you. And so when we did Music Travel Love, we knew the name. We knew what we wanted to focus on, what's music, traveling the world and making experiences, meeting new people, seeing different cultures, and spending time with their family and making friends, which is all part of love. So Music Travel Love for us is just kind of the 3 things that we wanted to do the most in our life, and keeps it simple.
Keep it simple. But you guys, the way you were able to impact people around the world is fascinating. Does that scare you? Because they say with, kind of greater power is a bigger responsibility.
I think for us, we focus on, one day at a time, and we focus on the art. We focus on doing our very best. So, all that other stuff and the impact, that's just sort of a reaction to what it is we're doing. It's not the focus, right? But we love it. We embrace it.
Has this always been the mentality? Because I love this mentality. Mm-hmm. So many people would only just strive for people's validation, but you guys don't. It doesn't seem.
I think it's taken a while to get there. I think it's a journey, right? The journey is getting to a place where you can understand that what's important in life really boils down to you doing your best at whatever it is you're doing, because that's all we have control of, right? We don't have control over whether or not your video is going to do 1 million views, or people are going to even like what you do. But what you have control over is when you show up to do something, you do it to your very best your ability. Our dad used to always preach that to us, and it'd be like, yeah, whatever. There's better things to focus on. But I think as you get older and as you progress in your life, you realize that's what's important. Whether or not you're being a father, you're being a friend, you're being a husband, you're doing your music. It all boils down to the same thing. And for us, that's what we try to do. And I think it's resonated with a lot of people.
Facts. It did. How hungry are you guys? Like, how passionate? It seems that the hunger is out there. Like this is the first time I get the pleasure to meet you, and I can already tell. Yeah. I can see it from the videos you create. I can see it of how you collaborate with local, regional artists.
Yeah.
Take me through Music Travel Love's hunger mentality.
I think the hunger is absolutely there every day, and I think that when you're working with new artists, it makes it even that much more. It makes us even that much more hungry.
It rejuvenates that.
Yeah, because I mean, when it's about somebody else, it's really easy to get behind. For us, our goal is to, as we do this, I mean, Music Travel Love started off just the two of us, just singing songs, and I would say the first 2 years, we didn't do any collaborations. And my brother, or Bob, was scrolling, I think maybe Facebook or Instagram, and he came across an artist from the Philippines, and he sent it to me. He said, "Man, this guy's got such a beautiful voice." And I was like, "Yeah, we got to get in touch with this guy, like somehow, some way, and see if he'll want to work with us, And we're still kind of like that. When we see an artist, we're like, I hope that they would be interested in doing something. And we sort of sent a message, said, "Would you be interested?" He said, "Absolutely." And that was his first kind of experience of a collaboration. And since then, that's really taken what we do to a whole nother level.
But it keeps you going.
It keeps us going. It keeps it interesting, and it keeps us kind of on our toes because, it keeps us kind of inspired.
And also we're able to share, what we've learned, about our business. Our business is just, it's become something different because, we've realized there is a whole other industry that's available to all artists, but they just don't realize it exists yet because they're chasing the record label dream, or they're asking others to come into their life and deal with a lot of those issues that artists have, which is, creating your socials, being consistent with that, creating your videos, producing your own music, mixing your own music, all that kind of stuff that artists, they hand it off to other people, which, that works. But for us, we've helped a lot of different people that are young artists that want to get consistent and put out content. And now they're doing well financially. They're doing, they're being consistent and they're growing their socials. And so we're able to kind of share what we've done to a lot of different artists.
So a couple of things right here that's very interesting I want to kind of touch on. Do you ever get scared from losing this hunger? Does it ever cross your mind?
I would say that could be a thought that has crossed my mind, and I haven't really thought about it, but it's probably somewhere there in the...
Meaning, I mean as well, because you guys go through, obviously challenges and trouble sometimes. Does that impact that hunger or passion?
I think it actually makes the hunger stronger because when you hit a situation where you're maybe working on a song and it's not happening, maybe, and it's not feeling like right, I think you have to work through it. Like Bob and I will never release a piece of content when we don't feel like we feel
when
like
the gut is
when the gut is telling you this is when we feel like we got it right, we'll put it out. But there's been many times where we put a lot of work into something. We even filmed videos and we put the whole thing and we just felt like it wasn't right, and we said, "No, hold it out, until it feels right." I think it's really important because in today's day and age, I think you really have to put your best foot forward at all times.
I also think that the hunger dissipates when you start making decisions that aren't aligning with your core values. So I think...
Repeat that again.
Well, when you understand what you want in life and you keep making decisions that are playing to that,
the hunger will grow.
The hunger will continue. So I think people get tired and they get negative feelings towards what they're doing when they become complacent, when they're not doing their best, and when they're what I mean by that is not challenging themselves to do their best every day and grow. When you're just going through the motions, you'll ultimately lose the fire.
Very interesting what you said, because I love basketball a lot, and I think with basketball there's so many of the greats like Michael Jordan, as we used to say, when I see a young kid going at me, and he's a rookie, that inspires me. I've been doing this for 25 years and this kid is still coming. That keeps me hungry. So there's
what's great about what we do too is that we can have those people be a part of our life. We can have people from all ages. Age for us, like with labels, that's the other thing too, is like with labels there's too many thoughts of things that don't really have any impact, like the age of an artist. It's like in Nashville, Tennessee, some labels have rules that if you're over a certain age, they don't even sign you. And you're missing you're missing an opportunity to connect with people, because for us and what we do, working with Arkham, like Arkham for us, I don't even know how old Arkham is, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because that has nothing to do with the voice that comes out of his mouth.
Yeah, his voice is just, shout out to Arkham, and this is, just remarkable. What's this talk about this labels? Like, how do we put it to rest? The power is in the hands of the artist. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, it has always been, and it will always be.
Yeah.
What's the fascination with some of the artists destroying their career by signing the wrong deal, right? Yeah. Not reading the paperwork, or having greed come into it, or just really being so fascinated about label?
I think that I think some people genuinely just want to be famous, and I think.
But does label give you that?
I think that that's the thought, is that when your goal is to be famous versus your goal is to, that you love what you do. You want to make music for the reason that it inspires you, it fulfills you. I think people think, if I get on a label, I'm going to be famous, and that's the thing. But I just feel like.
But what do you tell them right now? That's a myth.
That's a myth. It's not going to help. It's not going to make you happy. It's not going to.
It's the other way around right now.
But
Labels
if you don't want the label, you have to learn the business. Yeah. And for a lot of artists, we've worked with different artists, and some of them, have a business mind and they understand the business. Then you work with some artists that have all the talent in the world and they have no idea how the business works. And, in that regard, they're probably better off to go with a label and then learn the hard way and learn the business, but learn the hard way, because now they've given away, years of their life and commitments in their life. So if you don't have a label, learn the business. Absolutely. Or just, when you're thinking about, I'm going to spend my time going out and meeting people and trying to get those connections to get to, as opposed to like putting the time in on a computer, learn how to upload your music. Yeah. Sometimes it's as simple as that. Sometimes artists don't even know how to upload their music. Yeah. You learn these types. It doesn't take a long time to learn it, but if you learn how to be in charge of your career, and the power goes back to the artist.
There's a question that always surfaces when talking about music, travel, love. Is this fear that to put music, travel, love in a cover box? Yeah. Always. Do you discuss that? Like, it's always been, they do covers well, like obviously. Yeah. So.
I think for us, we spent the majority. We kind of reversed it, where most people start in the clubs doing covers and then they go on to making original music. For us, the first 20 years of our career was all original music, and then we wrote songs for like 10 years, and then we did our first cover song. So for us, it doesn't. We don't approach it like that, because I think for us, these songs are amazing songs. We want to treat them with respect when we do them, and we don't. I think that's an artist mentality sometimes, to have that, it's a cover song, or even I'm uploading my videos too much, I'm oversaturating. These aren't real. I think connection. Worry about doing your best, connecting, and making a piece of content that connects with others. It's not about whether or not it's a cover song.
And I think if you're an independent artist, it's important to do covers, because everybody knows these songs. So when you think about some of the actual biggest artists in the industry, they did start. Yeah. Justin Bieber to Ariana Grande, they did start, and they went on to do their thing. But I think that if you're an independent artist and you have no following, I think
a good recommendation.
Yeah.
For me, I just get a bit annoyed when people only put music, travel, love under just the cover, because if you listen to the original, you guys are songwriters, beautiful, incredible songwriters.
Thank you.
So anybody watching this and listening to this, check out their incredible covers. I get that, but man, go back to that beautiful catalog and just see what you guys have done.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What is your favorite original record for you guys? This is promoted right here.
Well, we've just released one recently called "At the End of the Day," and we're actually getting ready to put out. We're going to be. We did about 6 originals the last time, and we'll be kind of putting them in as we do our covers. Same channel under the same name, so it might be confusing to some people if it's a cover or an original, but that doesn't really matter to us, because it's just a song.
Which one hits home for you guys, like the most out of the big catalog that you have?
There's actually some new music that we haven't released yet that I think I'm really excited about.
Give me the name. I'll look for it in the future.
There's a song called "The Weather," and there's a song called "Sunny Days."
Sunny Days and the weather.
Wow. Okay. Very much the weather, but very different messages. Luckiest Man Alive is another song that we're going to be putting out.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, for us, the originals versus covers, they're all kind of are the same to me, because I think we invest as much energy.
I love that you say that.
In each thing.
Last question. Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival is all about entrepreneurs, and if anybody's watching this, they don't have to be into music, but whatever they want, they have an idea they're so passionate about. In your opinion, what do you think they should do to pursue it?
To pursue
this their idea?
Okay.
Obviously, start with it. Like, that's one.
Yeah.
But what else?
That's a great question. I look at anything that we've had success doing in the last, 10 years. It is truly about having an idea, but then, we've had we have ideas all the time. You have to actually take action on it and do it and make it a reality. Every time we're walking down to go to a waterfall, and those steps, and you're going down, 1,000 steps, and then you got to go all the way back up. But every time we get to that destination, we're making that dream a reality. We're continuing to make our dreams a reality. And so it doesn't matter when you start, it just matters that you start. And I think for us, consistency, doing your very best.
And playing to your
strengths.
Because a lot of artists, that we work with have a fear of, they want to maybe tapping into a younger generation, or they want to tap into this crowd or this audience. And the truth is, it's a really challenge when you start to look at it that way, because the train's already left the station.
You're not yourself anymore.
Yeah,
and it's the worst thing that you can do to yourself.
You're never gonna catch that train. So just be yourself and play to your strengths.
I love that. It's really remarkable. You guys are inspiring in every single way. I am super honored I got to meet you guys.
Same here,
likewise, buddy.
2 times. We had 2 conversations, ladies and gentlemen. One at the creative stage and one right here, and I feel I can still really, go for hours. Love and blessings your way. Again, thank you for everything that you do. You have a beautiful team, beautiful energy surrounding you, and the way you were able to impact. Obviously, people are incredible. Tough question personally for me. I want to ask you.
Okay.
Best rapper ever?
Ooh. That's
Yeah, I know.
That's an interesting question.
Top 3 rappers of all time. Yeah, give me names.
That's a good question. I would have to say the best 3 rappers. I mean, I got to go Eminem.
Eminem.
I think he's got flow that's absolutely crazy.
If your people, Eminem, reach out, we can make that happen.
Kanye's pretty dang.
Wow. I didn't see that coming.
He's good.
Okay.
He's really.
I can get on with that.
Okay.
He's really.
I love his
as
production.
An overall, his production's fantastic. As an MC, maybe, but as an overall, he's
Biggie
fantastic. Pac for me.
Wow. Biggie for me.
Both of them are great.
I know, right.
I gotta say, I'm not well versed with either of those. But I would say probably Tupac.
Kendrick Lamar. Honestly, I've been listening.
Kendrick Lamar.
He's pretty dang good.
That's a poet right there.
He's pretty good. So there's.
You ever tried rapping?
I would. When I rap, my wife laughs at me. It's not my forte, but that's why we have collaborations. Because and hopefully
we'll see that.
Do you rap?
Sons of Yusef,
I just
right?
I'm a radio host.
Who's your favorite?
My all-time favorite?
Yeah.
There's a guy called Black Thought from The Roots. If you watch
The
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
He's the guy rapping. He's the guy who's, for me, is great.
The drummer is amazing.
Questlove, is somebody is incredible. So,
man.
We keep diving into other conversations, ladies and gentlemen, about music, travel, love, obviously rocking Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival. They did the beautiful opening ceremony, and they did a beautiful talk right here at the creative stage. Any last words you'd like to say to anybody listening right now?
I think just, what we do, we're very aware of the fact that none of it happens without the support of our fans and people listening to our music. So, we're so grateful that we've been given a platform to make music and have a career making music. And
keep doing music because you're impacting. Keep it up, because I think the consistency and the whole thing is that the journey. My brother, I'm looking at the camera right now. Dear artist, the journey is maybe what it is.
It is.
Not the destination. It's the actual journey. So many people want to reach there, but it's the journey that makes you who you are and builds you the way. These guys are OGs in what they do because they believed in the journey. they like the destination, but they enjoy the journey. They love each other. They enjoy each other. They challenge each other. It's incredible. I can't stop talking about them. I'm telling you, remarkable. Peace and love, and have a safe travels as well. Music, travel, love, all day, every day. Sharjah Entrepreneurship Festival Podcast 2025. Big Haas signing out.